Are the Cowboys better this week than last week?
I can't say that, and that's a
Why do you
hurting
think
question.
Jerry feels that way?
That's fitting. I say I can't say that, and that's a hurting question. And then you ask that question, and I'm giving you because he's hurt because he's hurting. That's the answer. I know when I saw this, I felt his pain in that press conference. I know the relationship he wanted with Micah. I certainly know the relationship Micah wanted with Jerry. When I did that draft, I was at that draft. I was spot. Michael came up to me and said, I'm going to do just what you're doing. I'm going to be just going to do this. He said this. And then you'll see after the Cowboys actually draft him, we were in the back yelling like, he wanted to play for the Cowboys. He wanted to win championships. And he wanted to be doing TV just like me. This is what he said to me day one of the draft. Now, I know, and he wanted a life after football and in this business. And what do you think that podcast would have been? He was building $100 million podcast as long as he was playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's no longer that anymore. So I know he got a good deal, which really comes out to be 5 years, 42 million a year, but a great deal, and he got the money. But I still say it's a failure, certainly for the Cowboys. But I think for him also, I think he did like what your boy said, better for his agent than what's best for him.
Yeah, and it feels like he still is a cowboy in his mind. Like he wanted
Yeah,
to be a cowboy.
yeah. And the agent who does a great job went on our boys show yesterday, Stephen A. And he said Micah wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. Then your next statement is null and void to me. Everything else is null and void because you blew your job. I don't want to hear you tell me I raised the number by $5 million. That's new money, new year. That's future value, not present value, because we're starting right here, even though it's only a year later. Right? But it's 5 year deal for 42 million. You could have worked out a deal where Micah's taking home more money. You could have worked out a deal, and they should have put their egos aside and got that deal worked out. The number one thing he said was Michael wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. That's your job, to go get the most money from the Dallas Cowboys. That was your job, and they failed at it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And it felt like Jerry, his feelings are hurt, and you're not going to talk to me that way. I get deals done. I've made deals all my life. That's how I got here. Who are you to tell me to stick that contract, up my rear end?
Yeah, but also, I understand that. I understand. I don't care how Jerry reacts. It is how you reacts to Jerry's reaction. And when Stephen A. asked, he said, "Did he try to send a contract?" He said, "I told him, yeah." He said yes. He said yes. He said, "I said to Adam, if you guys think I'm going to rubber stamp it, don't send it." That shouldn't have even come out of your mouth. Send the contract, go it over, red line in the contract what you did not like, put your numbers in and send it back. You are in a full negotiation. Jerry may have said, well, he said, shove it up your butt. He said he never said that. I can buy that. But then on the other end, I must extrapolate from him that there's no way he just said, I told him I'm not going to rubber stamp it if you guys were already in a heated moment. So, yeah, you should have taken that contract and negotiated. That's my thought. I got my opinion, and if Michael's and everybody happy, then I'm okay with it. But I just thought he wanted to be here.